layup is good. Welcome to the Ram Report with Tim Miles. Sebastian fires and hits. The putback is up and good by Horna. Right down the lane, throws it down. Well, after a couple weeks hiatus, we welcome you back, and we return here on the Ram Report with head coach Tim Miles. I'm Brian Roth, your host, as we talk some Colorado State hoops coming up in the next half hour. Talk some men's hoops first, and then we'll be joined by CSU women's basketball coach Kristen Hull. Hey, Tim, congratulations on a great start to the season. You guys are riding a 5-game win streak, sitting at 10-4. I think you have to be happy with the way the year has gone so far.
Well, we are happy, and we're happy to be on the Ram Report. I mean, this is an outstanding show. It's great publicity for our program, and we appreciate you doing this, Brian. And Tom Milligan and his group put this together, and all our hard workers back here, and we're happy to be doing the show and looking forward to it. You can catch it a lot of different places, so should be fun. But basketball is going pretty well right now for the Rams. Yeah,
you guys aren't doing your annual show on the mountain, so we need to get Tim Miles as much TV time as we could possibly get.
We won our Emmy, you know. I mean, that's
right.
Emmy award winning. I would prefer you say it correctly, but you know, and I'm not sure you made that episode, Brian. I'm not sure if you're going to get a supporting actor role in that.
Now, you won an Emmy because I wasn't on, I think. But Colorado State has won 5 games now. They sit at 10-4 in the season, and when you look at the schedule you put together at the start of the year, it was an ambitious schedule. Did you think you would be 10-4 at this point?
Well, I try not to be the guy that goes through the schedule and says, oh, that's a win, that's a loss, because you usually get slapped in the face doing that, and the temptation's always there. And I have in the past. I didn't with this year. I didn't know what to expect. I know there was a possibility it could be 10-4 or better. I knew there was a real possibility that it might not be as good, but we've had some very good wins lately. We've had some tough losses. We've endured a whole bunch of injuries and been able to play through that. So it's been good. I'll take 10-4. I'm looking forward to number 11 sooner than later, though.
Yeah, the 5-game win streak, and within that 5-game win streak, 2 of those games have come on the road at UNC and on the road at UTEP. And I know road wins are never easy, but you guys have won your past 2 road games.
We needed to win at Northern Colorado. We hadn't won there since I've been the head coach here, and they've had good teams. They've gone to the NCAA tournament. We haven't. So I've got a lot of respect for B.J. Hill and, of course, Tad Boyle before that. And that was a good win for us because we controlled the whole game. And then winning at UTEP was a big feather in our cap because we were able to go on and win the Sun Bowl championship after that. So Tim Floyd's an excellent coach, former NBA coach, coached at a very high level in major college basketball. So to come out and find a way to beat UTEP was in a tough environment was a good win.
Yep, 8,600 fans there at Don Haskins Arena. Talk about a couple of the individual performances from those road games. First, the UNC game, and Dorian Green, one of the best performances I've seen here in my 11 years at Colorado State by a Ram. 36 for Dorian Green that night.
Yeah, and you know, if we hadn't kind of pulled back the horses, he might have got 40 for us because we kind of ran some clock the last 5-6 minutes of the game, and we had a sizable lead and just wanted to make sure we were going to continue to hold that lead. But Dorian was marvelous. He shot it so well. He is really he's changed some of his footwork, his mechanics into his shot, and that's really helped him. You know, I think he's at 52 or 53% from the field here after 14 games, from the three-point line after 14 games, which are remarkable numbers, certainly one of the tops in the country.
Yeah. Then, of course, in the Sun Bowl Invitational, the Rams would win the Sun Bowl Invitational, not only beating UTEP, but getting a win against Jacksonville State. And some of the shots down the stretch by Wes Eichmeyer on the road in a tough environment were the key shots to that win against UTEP. Then he goes for 25 the next night.
Yeah, Wes was really good. He was the MVP of the tournament. Will Bell was also on the all-tournament team. Both those guys. Wes hit a one-on-one three-point field goal. He had a transition 2. Then he had another play where he created for Will, got Will an layup. And when you're only scoring 56 to win a game, those are big points down the stretch. And those 7 points really saved us. And I was really impressed with the job Wes did. And for the team, I thought our team defense was really pretty good too. I mean, our best team defense of the year had been against Colorado at home. And really, we had no Pierce, and we rallied and just gutted out a good victory to beat a very solid Colorado team who by chance is 3-0 in the Pac-12 right now. Although the Pac-12 was 3-11 against the Mountain West Conference. So you know, they might not fare as well in the Mountain West Conference, but in that league they're going to do well. And I thought that was our best defensive effort of the year. And then I thought those 2 games in the Sun Bowl event were really good too.
Yeah, by the way, Colorado 1-2 against the Mountain West Conference, with Colorado State and Wyoming both beating the Buffaloes. You go on a little bit of a hiatus during the New Year's. Everybody, all the players get a chance to go home and kind of get a little R&R. You come back on the court here this past Saturday night against Nebraska Omaha. Did you see any of the rust from the little minor break?
Well, actually, we had 2 long breaks. If you think of it, after we played Duke, we didn't play for 12 days. And then we played 4 games in about 8 or 9 days, and then we had another 8 days off. So we really were idle for about 2/3 of a month, it felt like. And that's just, with only a 14 conference slate, 14 games in our conference this year, there's just not a lot of games to be played. We don't start league play for another week, and that's just a long time to wait, And so at the end of the day, we were going to have breaks, saw a lot of rust, but we were able to get past it, get a good win over Omaha.
Yep, again, the Rams are sitting at 10-4 now on the season. They have won 5 consecutive games. Conference play doesn't begin until this Saturday night with TCU. More to come here on the Ram Report with head coach Tim Miles. We'll be right back.
Can't get enough of the Rams? Get all the latest updates at csurams.com. Check out videos, analysis, breaking news, and more. csurams.com.
Up here, there's something that makes the remarkable an inspirational thing.
Taking our work with this out of the lab and putting it into these all over the world.
Chasing tornadoes from the shadow of the Rockies.
A special sensitivity that revolutionized an industry.
All of this in a great Colorado town. It's an exciting place to live and learn!
Colorado State University. Inspiration happens on higher ground.
Twitter's great. Here's one. The Rams won, and I got my painted stuff on TV last night. The bad news, this stuff ain't coming off, and I've got a job interview. Are you Big Rammy?
Yeah, that's me.
You got a job interview today?
Yeah, I gotta be there in an hour, and I can't get this paint off.
That's why we're here. Let's go, guys. Smile. Look them right in the eye. You got this. You can do it. Go get them. Let's go.
43,000 CSU Ram alums call Denver home. Now it's easier for Denver Ram fans to stay connected with CSU. Visit the all-new Colorado State University Denver Center, where all Ram alums will feel at home. You can make professional connections, enjoy events with other alumni. You can even show your Ram pride with all the best CSU fan gear. Stay connected with CSU. Visit us at 17th and Glenarm or online at rams5280.colostate.edu.
Well, back here on the Ram Report with head coach Tim Miles. Brian Roth back with you as we continue to talk Colorado State Ram hoops. Colorado State sitting at 10-4 on the season. We talked about that ambitious schedule. You think 3 years ago you go to UCLA, last year play KU in Kansas City, and then a road trip to Cameron Indoor Stadium here this year.
Yeah, first of all, we want to be that program I want to be the head coach of the CSU Ram program that says, you know what, we'll play anybody, anywhere. And I think you have to seek out marquee events, marquee opponents, elite opponents, to put your program on the national map, to let people know, hey, we exist, we're out here. And you can find all kinds of BCS teams that maybe have a rich name in football, but not necessarily basketball. And I want to play the basketball ones. Yep. And I think we've proven that we'll do that.
Colorado State on December 7th traveled down to Durham, North Carolina. A good measuring stick game for Colorado State.
Play your butts off every second, every possession, finish every possession.
Here on the campus of Duke University, Durham, North Carolina.
Passion all night, fellas. Let's go get this one. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good feed down low to Greg Smith. He'll lay it in. Out of Eichmeyer, splits a double team, got down the lane. His floater is up and good. Here's Dorian Green. He drives, got inside all the way to the paint. Scooped it up and in with the foul. Got right down the lane. Floater is up. He missed it there. Dwight Smith. The putback is good. Jesse got down the lane, kicked out Dorian. Had an open 3. Faked it, goes right inside. And he'll throw it down with one hand.
Just playing there is pretty cool. Being able to go in there and practice the night before and just kind of, step back and think, this is the place where a lot of people, dream of playing, and I'm sitting here playing against them tomorrow.
All right, listen up. So we'll shoot just a little bit here, about 5-6 minutes. We'll go right to 50. And then we'll go into our press breaker, our offensive stuff, and we'll go through their walkthrough. Any questions on that? All right, let's go. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team. Bigs, down here. Guards, down here.
Getting the game, I busted my chin open that game, so I can say that I bled on Coach K's court, so that's pretty cool. But so far this year, I'd say that's been one of the coolest things so far.
Looking, got to Sabas. Open 3, fires there, and hits Kaipo Sabas. Kicked out Dorian, had an open 3, faked it, goes right inside, and he'll throw it down with one hand.
Well, as a college athlete, that's what you want. You want to play against the best, and so we've got a chance to do that.
Dorian Green, right wing, fires a 3. That's good.
We played Duke this year at KU last year. It's just been some good experiences. Not everybody can say that they got to do that. We got to play at Cameron Indoor and play best of the best.
Ray Smith, he spins, got down the lane, flip fake, open jumper there is good. Pick and roll, Dwight Smith, he wants to drive inside. A little up and under move, that is good.
You're not going to have that many opportunities to play teams like that. So it's good to be able to go up against teams like that, especially earlier in the year, just to see where you're at, and it gets you ready for conference play, especially too. So.
Greg Smith slicing down the lane, flip fake, good feed to Trevor Williams, who lays it in. It's a beautiful pass. Here comes Bell off the pick and roll, right down the lane, good feed, man on the inside. His reverse layup is good. Michael Sabas to the key, he drives to the paint. His floater is up, that's good. Dorian Green, top of the key. He got down the lane, good feed to Will Bell, who will lay it in off the glass. Rams with the loss, fall to 5-4 on the season. Duke, they improve to 8-1.
How are we going to take this experience and make us better? Team on 3, ready?
1, 2, 3, team.
Again, what a great experience for that Ram basketball team down at Duke. Well, Tim, coming up this Wednesday night, the DU Pioneers is the final non-conference game of the season for CSU. And DU's a ball club coming in, sitting at 13-3.
Yeah, they're good. I think it's their best. Well, we've played Denver often. I played them at North Dakota State. We played them here, obviously. And this is the best team I've seen, and I think it's their best Division I team that they've had. And Joe Scott knows how to build a program. He did it at Air Force and really left a legacy there, and he's doing it again here at DU. 13-3, and they beat St. Mary's, who's one of the top 20 RPI schools in the country. They beat Southern Miss. They won at Utah State. This is a really good team, and this is, in my eyes, it's like a top 3 Mountain West team coming into your gym. It's like a top 2 West Coast or WAC team coming in. It's a really good basketball team.
Hey, you mentioned Joe Scott. You think of those Princeton principles offensively, but you said defensively they're really tough to prepare for.
Yeah, they run matchup zone. They do a nice job switching out. Just hard to get on the attack with those guys. And then they're running a little more free motion than they've ever run too. And he's got great skill guys. Once you kind of start it real regimented with the pattern, Princeton, now as you get better and better players, you can loosen the reins. I think that's what Coach has done. He's really got a nice group of guys. They're difficult to play against. Brian Stafford's really good. Rob Lewis is a good player. Chris Utopia is really a nice player. Royce O'Neal, a new freshman. They're very, very good players that could play in any league we're in.
Yep, Utopia gives them a little athleticism too. Well, hey, great start. Best of luck coming up on Wednesday night.
Thanks, Brian.
That's the head coach of the Colorado State men, Tim Miles. Well, we're going to shift gears a bit. When we come back, we'll talk some CSU women's basketball with Kristen Holt. Stay with us here on the Ram Report.
Stay in touch with the Rams by visiting us on Facebook, YouTube, or follow us on Twitter. You follow us and we'll follow you.